YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video. It is launch day for the PS5 Pro. This is a brand new console that released today as of this upload. I've had this console at this point in time when you're seeing it for a few days, probably a good week. And, went through some different things. And what I want to do is just kind of, open this up in a perspective as if it's the first day. So I'm trying to, future record or plan out the record as if it's launch day. But we're going to open this thing up. Now, I know you're going to see a bunch of different videos today, this week, this month around the PS5 Pro, just because everybody's getting it. To separate mine a little bit, I'm going to be featuring talking points around it being connected to my 83-inch LG G4 OLED, okay? So we're going to get this thing cracked up, set up, get it going on the TV and talk about it right after this intro. All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is being filmed in 4K at 60 frames per second with high dynamic range, okay? We're going to go do a simple unboxing with this. This way I can actually talk a little bit about some of the why. A lot of people in uproar. I follow a couple of different gaming communities on social media, and everybody that is very much into PC seem to be confused as to why people are buying this. Maybe even confused as to why I am too. Well, personally, I don't have any allegiance to anything. I do primarily game on an RTX 4090 build, two 4090 builds to be specific. And, I still find the consoles to be very much so of some use. Certainly convenience is going to be a big selling point for them. And there's that cool factor too. Also, if you've got kids like I do, this is one of two consoles in my house. I do have the 30th. I'm waiting on that to be delivered. So maybe I'll actually have that on launch day. I'm not sure. But we'll probably make some content around that. The actual recording of this video is about a week from launch day. So trying to, like I said in the opening sequence, trying to kind of get the recording out of the way so that we can have something going up. So timestamps are going to be in this video for this unboxing. Right now we're just getting this out. Nice, sexy console. I pretty much just got the console in a box. I don't have any extra type of peripherals or anything to go with it. So I don't have the stand yet. Got two USB-C, two USB-A connections on the back with LAN, HDMI, and a non-polarized power connection. Front of the console has two USB-C, so that is definitely thankful. I'm grateful for that. All right, so that's that. Does come with a C-to-C cable, HDMI to HDMI cable, no indications of it being high speed, optical, or anything like that. Then we got that non-polarized cable. You've got that PS5 controller. Nice there. I've got several of these around the house. I am a 3-time PS5 standard console owner, so I've accumulated a lot of controllers. We got safety guide stuff, and we've got quick start guide. Right, and what is this thing right here? I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I'll figure it out. So that's what we got for the unboxing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this console connected, and hopefully there are updates available now for people that might have gotten it sooner than like launch date. And then, we'll proceed to get to some content. We'll be back in the next transition. Okay, so just wanted to follow up really quick. Looks like those two small pieces that I questioned what they were are actually going to act as a base. One goes there and there. So that's pretty nice. It actually works good enough for me, as I don't currently have a console where my TV is positioned. I do have it set up for a PC, but this is going to fit well. So actually, you'll be able to save some money not buying the stand for this particular PS5 Pro. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to get the console connected, updated, and get some games downloaded. All right, so let's get into the thick of what the PS5 Pro is. This is pretty much a refresh of Sony's console that they released in 2020. So the console has been upgraded from a perspective widely of like its GPU, and you do also have this nice upgrade of storage too. The console now comes with 2 terabytes versus the 1 terabyte. To be specific, it's about 1.9 terabytes of storage, so double the storage essentially. Better GPU CPU configuration, runs more cooler, smaller platform, so nice slim aesthetic. Does not come with a physical disk drive, but kind of is what it is. Works out fine for me. Your trade-off, in my opinion, is that out of the gate, there's about 50 to 55 games that are optimized. This is really where I think people should be focusing on, right? How you're entertaining yourself. I use this analogy or this comparison. I look at a gaming console to be very similar to a media player, a VCR, a DVD, a Blu-ray. Whatever way that you can play whatever media that you want to see is how you're going to play it, right? So inspect what you expect. What do I mean? Again, if there's 50 to 55 games, let's look at those titles and see if they are games that you own or games you're interested in playing. If you haven't played those games, great. So for example, Spider-Man 2, I played maybe 9% of that game, okay? So I've got a full experience, even though it's about to come out on PC in, I believe, January. I digress. I can play it on this now and get the optimal experience. I can go back and I can play Spider-Man Remastered, and I can also play Spider-Man Miles Morales. As you see those 3 titles on the right, those are the games that I chose to download from my existing PlayStation 5 console. In addition, I have not played God of War Ragnarok. That recently released on PC, and I have not begun to play that. Now, I waited to play it on PC, but it is optimized in some ways, from a performance perspective, to be a thing on the console. Another thing, when you see Pro optimized, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get native 4K. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get 120 hertz. You know, we've been listening to this tech jargon from these consoles manufacturers, both from PlayStation, Sony, and Microsoft Xbox, where they talk about these games being enhanced. And so, you know, the enhancements could be, I don't know, it could be ray tracing, it could be shadow details, it could be frame rate, it could be graphical fidelity. There's a wide spread of what it could be. So before you shell out $700 replacing your current PS5, I would suggest you to definitely be conscious of that. This works out for me because I don't have a console in my main area, and I think the convenience of it is nice. For those of you that are PC gamers like myself, it's not something you gotta have, but it's cool. So the rest of this video, we're going to take a look at some visual fidelity with some of the Spider-Man games. Spider-Man 2 is going to be the newest to me because, as I said, I didn't play a lot of it. I have not even got to the point of the symbiote or anything like that. So it's still a very new title to me, but I want to check out and see what the experience is like. And we're going to have some timestamps featuring this LG G4, this 83-inch. This is the greatest TV of all time. Not just the G4, but the G4 and 83-inch. This is a beast of a TV. I made some content that I would encourage you to check out if you are seeing this and you're a console buff. You love consoles, and that happens to be why you're watching this video. I would implore you to check out some of my content with TV reviews. I'm not your traditional reviewer. I review products that I buy, so the stuff that I have is really what I have, and I got it because I liked it, and I'm taking you guys on this journey. Let me stop talking. Let's get to some gameplay. All right, so we've got Spider-Man Remastered, which ironically came out 2020, which was, again, when the PlayStation 5 console came out. I was very excited to be able to play this game when it looked better and it had a better frame rate, more stable, consistent options, versus it coming out on the original PS4 and you're trying to play it on the PS4 Pro where it was 30 frames per second. So let's try this out because this is actually one of the games that is Pro enhanced. Ooh, man, at G4, I'm telling you, 83-inch, baby, it gets busy. It looks grand. Sensational. All the colors. Oh man.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location.
It's great to see how far this game has come since 2018. This is being filmed 4K 60 frames per second HDR. May take some time for HDR to come on, so maybe come back to the video. Colors look really good on this G4. Pay them bills, Peter.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
All right, and here's some action.
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No, we're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help?
Looks very, very
I think
impressive,
where.
man.
Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene.
You got it. Almost there.
Very, very impressive. As I said, this video falls under the scope of more G4 and 83-inch content. So definitely not PC level, but it looks very good on a screen this large. And I'm sitting maybe, got you guys sitting a little bit in front of me. And I would say you guys are probably about
Yes.
6 feet,
Yes.
6.5.
Personal issue. I'll be in soon.
Probably 8 feet from the screen.
Better wrap this
Looks
up
really
before I get
good.
to my real job.
So some good reflections definitely coming from like some of the glass. You know, I'm not like the most technical, so, but I know what I've seen, right? Reflections are looking pretty good. But I can also tell when there's some upscaling going on, and there's definitely that. What I'm saying is that it's hitting pretty well, you know, in a game that's moving like this. Let me turn on this game optimizer. Well, I'll be damned. It actually is counting true frames. I made some content, maybe I'll card it in, back when the C2 came out, and I was talking about how the TV essentially just was locked at whatever the console's refresh rate was, right? So either 60 or 120. But this is for sure keeping up with everything that's going on. Very nice. Let's try to keep these to 5 minutes. So let's move on to Miles Morales. All right, this is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Look at that red, just gothic-like. Nah, we don't need a recap. Let's take a look and see what this is looking like. Oh yeah, okay. Memory serves me correct. Scene changes a little bit. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to check my TV out, okay? Let's see its fade. All right. Show them boots. Okay, showing his headphones, all right. Black's looking very inky. There go them Timbs. Okay. So we're definitely turning on these two options. The graphics mode, they got the fidelity, which was the same option in the prior transition. And so you got the Performance Pro, which says this most targets a smooth frame rate 60 while retaining image quality. Pretty interesting. We do turn on the 120 hertz display mode. Let you see what this says. When enabled, 120 hertz output is set approximately in the system settings. 120 hertz refresh rate of a compatible display is used to reduce input latency, enable higher frame rates. The frame rate target of the fidelity graphics mode is increased to 40 frames per second. So it's pretty awesome. You can go up to the other option right here, which would normally be 30. Shoots it a little bit higher to target a higher frame rate, 10 more frames. That's great. So yeah, we're definitely gonna roll with this. This is what we had on the prior also. So let's get to some action. All right, this transition might be a little bit longer. Let this content go. As I said, it's more content for my TV. I don't know why, man, but it's exciting playing on this console. Never will it be comparable to PC, but you know, the intelligent ones won't try to.
Gracias, chico. De nada. That is so cool.
Damn, look at that red.
I got you.
Red's my favorite color, so.
Hey, thanks. No problem. Hey, you think you're gonna add that new Spider-Man too?
The kid? Yeah, maybe. Original's just my guy, you know?
Yeah, I know. Hey, is Tails Bodega around here?
Yeah, bright yellow sign down the block. Can't miss it.
Thanks. Beautiful work, by the way. Maybe leave a little room for the new guy, just in case. The convoy.
We get into a little bit of action. Let's get to it.
Let's go! Hey, Pete, headed your way. Did I miss the convoy?
Not yet. We're still securing a couple inmates.
Bet it feels good seeing the guys who escaped last
Look at
year
that
going
sun,
back to the
baby.
lab.
Real good. The rafts and
Line me.
Secure. As long as the octopus-related flaws have been fixed.
Let's go. Okay, closing in on you. Be there soon. Should let Mom know I'll be late.
Miles, ¿qué tal? Did you get the shopping list?
Hey, Mom. Yeah, but the bodega was out of
Ooh,
coconut
let's get
milk.
in there.
Gonna check a store downtown.
Oh, thank you. But avoid Midtown. That prison convoy is making traffic a nightmare.
We're going right to the streets.
Good call. See you at dinner, Mom. Man, how does Pete do this secret identity thing?
Ooh, I love this snow. Oh my goodness. Hey kids. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Very fluid. Turn the game optimizer on. Yeah, this looks good. Reflections look nice. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Miles Morales. Let's get to some Spider-Man 2. All right, this is actually Spider-Man 2. This is the newest. This title was actually produced around the expectations of the PlayStation 5 hardware. Ooh, super bright, man. I lied to you guys. I said 9%, 16%, but I haven't dove into this game enough. Right? Like, I can delete that. That's how important that was. Always playing spectacular. Let's get to some settings. Definitely some different options here. Visuals, what we're concerned about. All right, so we already got, all right, so you got different options here. You got, ooh, okay. Yeah, so this is, definitely see some differences with the Fidelity Pro on. Yeah, it's not an option with Performance Pro. Okay, we're gonna leave that on auto. Okay. I'm gonna leave everything else as is. We're gonna look to just jump right into this intro. It's crazy. I'm sitting in the center. I keep hearing sounds behind me. Good old clip system does its job. Denon receiver. Again, 83-inch LG G4.
Good.
Best TV combination that I've ever owned. I think this is the best, hands down, that's ever existed. Never been anything this large with this level of quality.
Work. Take me out.
It'll work.
LG traditionally has a nice warm base, but obviously this scene right here has some green tint to it also.
I'm not going to lose you. I will never let you go.
Some wild stuff. Maybe now I'll give this game a good playthrough.
We have a bell for a reason. Take your seats.
Everything looks good. Let's get to some action, some motion.
I'm here.
Bro, I told you to be on time.
Fine. I'll be back before we know it.
Good. Because I have my college application review with the school counselor.
Oh, you finished your essay?
Haven't started.
Oh, well, let's get to the city and take care of Marco quick then.
Okay, so definitely can feel the drop in frame rate. Looks very good, man. Just not as smooth, you know? And you lose so much
Hey, MJ.
visual fidelity. Things like the ray tracing help a lot.
Swing it through Brooklyn. Jameson had you on the ground for the bugle?
Still can't believe old Triple J is your new boss.
Really loving the new regime.
You'll whip him into shape in no time. So, what's up with Marco? It's been years since our last showdown.
According to witnesses, he was running down Broadway yelling nonsense. They say he seemed angry.
Yeah, so see how this is just
paranoid,
locked?
delusional.
That right there tells
He just
me.
exploded.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've seen people lose control like this. Be careful.
Good thing there too, Spider-Man now.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
No way. They're untested.
Let me see if there's an opportunity for me to go back to the settings. Let's go to visual. Let's go to performance. I mean, you do get some ray tracing. Guess we'd have to
On
restart.
Broadway yelling nonsense. They say he seemed angry and paranoid, delusional. He just exploded.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've
Yeah,
seen
this is the
people
only
lose
way to
control
play
like this.
a game
Be
like
careful.
this.
Good thing there too, Spider-Man now.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
No way. They're untested. Barely prototypes.
But you brought him, right?
No comment.
So definitely the only way to play this. And the game doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. It does look better, but there's obviously still some graphical options being left on the floor, on the table. Which the crazy thing is, like, and this is a fairly new game, you know. So definitely leaves something to be desired.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame that on the fact that I have my game optimizer on. I need to conclude this so I can speak intelligently.
That's Sandman?
MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone or himself.
Okay, this is where I may get long-winded and I may offend someone or I may not. I've got to say that, you know, I was enjoying the experience so far, right? Up until I got to this game and I've seen the differences from, you know, me looking at what the best representation of the game is going to look like versus the other option. In no specific scenario or any scenario can I ever see myself desiring to play at a lower frame rate. It's just so choppy. And inconsistent. It just doesn't work. It's almost like I can see where when I had it on the fidelity, you know, it was trying to push itself beyond like the 30 frames, maybe to 40. I don't know. I really don't know how the settings work exactly. But just inconsistent, right? And I can feel it when it's so low versus when you're playing at a higher frame rate. you're not really feeling it so much if you're going from like playing a game that's going from like 80 frames to 60, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're 60 and higher, in my opinion, you're pretty good for a game like this. This is obviously the newer game. We're in 2024, this is 2023 game, and this is Pro Enhanced. So yes, there are some enhancements to it. All in all, I think these are the type of things that you need to be looking at and you need to concern yourself with. You know, when it comes down to getting the most out of a display like this, I've said it before, PC is the optimal way to go. Not that this is about comparing, but there are some titles that I've never played that are Pro Enhanced. For example, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm really excited to play that game. I've heard really good things about it. And so my first experience will be playing it on this. The God of War Ragnarok, I am actually going to play it on this too. I did play the first on PC, and I waited for the Ragnarok to be played on PC, but I did buy it on the PS5. And so since it's Pro Enhanced and I haven't tried it, I will be trying it out. All in all, I'm happy that I got the console, but a large part of it is just because I'm really a tech junkie. So, you know, I like to get my hands on a lot of stuff as soon as I can, and I like to experience different things. And consoles are cool. They're not the worst. It's just, you know, when you get accustomed to something better, you're definitely going to want to gravitate towards that. And so, like I said, with me not really playing this game, I can't see myself really sitting through a playthrough of this. Now, doing the remaster, doing Miles Morales for sure. But if Spider-Man 2 is coming out in January on PC or at the beginning of the year, then I'm just going to wait and play it on the definitive way to play it. So let me know what you guys thought about this review. Wasn't necessarily breaking down the entirety of the PlayStation 5 Pro. There will be some more content. I will be looking forward to expanding the hard drive internally and some other things. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, max love.